teleport on 80 carries for like obviously like pro play where it's like highly coordinated, or in like the top level of solo queue, which is like challenger grandmaster.
Mm-hmm.
But teleport is not very. I mean, if you get like behind, teleport is not a bad summoner spell to take. But if you don't make any use out of it, then it's just a placeholder for late game.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
All right. This has been what we've been waiting for. Finally, it's been so many months, but we're finally back into some competitive Saints gaming action. Good to get some League of Legends, and right off the start, it looks like we saw a Trick looking to get a little bit aggressive towards that the Raptor camp, but it is kind of guarded off by Patalp. A little bit of
They're
damage.
just looking to get early awards down for the Raptor camp.
Mm-hmm.
But the Gallia just not letting him, so he'll only get a award in the control bush, or the pixel brush rather, should I say?
Yeah, I'm sitting there hoping that Frez goes in with like a taunt, but taking taunt at level 1 is probably a bad idea now that I think about it. So don't listen to me. There's a reason why I'm just casting, right?
You mainly only take taunt level 1 when you're either going to be invading, or if you're like support or something, just looking for level 1 cheese as the enemy bot laner is coming to lane.
Both of them starting at their reds.
Galio taking a lot of poke
that was
early on.
Pretty significant here. Quarter health gone with essentially one exchange. Make that half. You'll get extremely aggressive.
He's gonna have to pot here. He's just taking so many autos.
And that's just from level 1. Imagine Ori getting one more spell.
And Neo looks like he's setting up for a slow push, so maybe looking for a Chitter recall. So maybe for like an early Dark Seal.
Calm down for the briefest of moments here. Looks like in the mid lane, Patalp was able to get at least one engage Akai and try and even it up. But of course, those potions being gone are going to make things a little difficult. Still has one on hand if need be, though. Prez taking a bit of harassment here, it looks like. Only now just getting into level 2.
Looks like the Shyvana is possibly anticipating the Graves going into his bot side.
Up on the top side, a really bad exchange there for Frez. Going to be taken down to about a quarter HP. Yeah, and he's just getting completely harassed up there in that top lane. But bot lane, we have an engagement as well. Barnacle Boy going to force the flash after getting a hook, but the return hook from Iman is going to put some damage back onto Barnacle Boy. And I'm not sure if this is just me, but I'm getting a little bit of stuttering here on the spectator side of things.
Yeah, I think I'm a little behind.
Okay, interesting.
But you also notice that the Shyvana backed after only doing her her top side.
Right.
But she was very low because she was anticipating the Graves vertical jungling.
That was actually a brutal engage there from Patalp. It's going to be healed down to like 15% health at this point. Got those cookies and potting up as best as possible, but this lane very quickly starting to spin around in the side of Patalp's favor.
Gallia just keeps shoving her in, so the Orianna has no opportunity to retaliate.
Yeah, only now Patalp finally going back to base. Get some additional items, but down bot we do see Chanong on the Shyvana possibly looking for a gank, but we also have a gank happening at top about the same time. See Trick starting to sneak in there.
Oh.
Gonna just get ready to back out, see if he can bait something. Oh. The taunt does hit, however, this is a little bit disappointing. Not pulling it just quickly. He's gonna go in pretty much as he goes down. Brutal there on the side of St. Clair, but he might be able to answer back. Might have to burn a flash for it.
Guess the trade.
Hang on though.
But the Galio TP. He dies to the Krugs to prevent Gallia from getting any assist gold.
Yep, there it goes.
But that means he'll lose a little bit of minions in the mid lane. but Shenong will be there to pick some solo EXP as well, so that's really good for him.
Yeah, so it's unfortunate there. Up top was a little bit of delayed reaction, it felt like. Like, Frez was baiting so hard that he got himself taken out. Trick just wasn't quite there.
Shenong sneaking an early Mountain Dragon?
It does appear so.
Does Trick anticipate this?
This isn't warded in the slightest either, so this could be a nice quick steal here for the side of Carleton.
Just Trick seeing Patel posture like that means that Shenong is on Dragon.
Yep, there it goes. So nicely done there from Shenong, getting the initial Dragon pretty completely uncontested.
Oh, can't get the mid lane. Oh, Shockwave into tower.
Yeah, there it goes. Pulls them in. Turret's going to do a little bit of extra damage, and it does appear that I am just ever so slightly behind here, so I do apologize for any confusion there.
Should I? I'm going to slow down a little bit for you.
All right.
So what is your in-game time?
In-game time, 6:05.
2:05. Can you count for me?
10, 11, 12, 13.
14.
Yeah, there you go.
16, 17. Okay.
Yeah,
we should be synced. We should be synced now.
Yeah, a little bit of an off spot there. Not sure if it was just my side or what, but a little bit of a leg spike throwing a wrench into things. Do apologize about that. But we're still going, and top lane looks like it's about to have a little bit of fun. We got 3 members all looking for Frez's head, and that is going to be quick kill there on the Frez. The Shen going down. That's going to get picked up by Shyvana.
And since Shenong snuck that dragon, Graves actually has no counterplay to that 3-man dive top lane.
Yeah, even if he was there, he probably would have just gotten taken out as well. How much damage did they end up doing on turret? I'll have to take a look later. Down on the bot side, bit of an engage onto Neverstory, who's going to Essence Flux out of there and be completely safe.
I can't help but notice that the Senna took Call, but Ezreal did not. So she's gonna have a little bit of a gold advantage once she completely stacks that Call. Additional 350 gold into her pockets.
In a game where every little piece of gold counts, that's definitely going to be huge. And actually, this could be a takedown here. A nice one. It's going to be Senna. Lazzy, I think you told me, right?
Yes.
Lazzy picking that one up. First kill as the Saints in a match. Let's go.
Since Carleton saw the Graves bot side, I would like to see the Shyvana try and sneak a Herald.
I mean, if she already did the Dragon, might as well try the Herald too, right? And
Indeed.
It's apparent that like Saints aren't looking for that kind of thing right now, so you might be able to pull it off. Granted, the Herald is probably a little bit more difficult, but it'd still be possible.
Or he's gonna look for a reset. He has completed his runic echoes.
Up on top, Frez nearly got himself solo dived by Gus, but the turret coming in clutch, bringing him extremely low. But that health regeneration on set is really coming in clutch right now.
Looks like Frez is trying to set up a freeze in the top lane here.
Mm-hmm.
But Gus getting a ward in at the enemy blue buff, rather Saints blue buff.
And now
they have double wards.
This vision right now, actually, from Carleton in general, is just absolutely brutal. So much jungle space from St. Clair is absolutely like warded up. There is no sneaking around. And Frez very well could go down here again. It's going to be the dive. Slams him down. Gus going to take care of it. Battle continues towards this blue buff. The unstoppable dragon coming in, nearly blowing them both up. But here comes Galio, and that is going to finish off Trick. Down in the bot lane, Lazzy getting taken down by Iman. Barnacle Boy running for his life. I think he went to go ward, and that's when they jumped. And solid play overall right here from Carleton, looking good.
Almost getting sniped from Fog of Vision by Shenong. Took a shot in the dark and almost hit that mark.
You ever just want to snipe somebody with a fireball? That sounds so fun. Possible another engage. Down on bot side, Barnacle Boy taking a ton of damage.
Oh,
However, they're still getting
wow.
aggressive on this as Lassie going to pick up the one. Barnacle Boy still hanging on for dear life. These shields coming in just in time. And they're going to trade this off. It's actually going to be Senna taking the kill once again. Lassie with the double.
So much gold on that Senna. They're in a prime position to scale very quickly into this game.
Although, yes, they cut the double down bot. But we were just talking about how Shannon could probably take the Herald, and that she did. Takes it out, and now we'll get to see Shelly at some point during this match here. Probably not at this top turret, because this thing's basically dead to rights by itself.
You missed the taunt. I think he should give that turret up. He can't defend it.
Level 9 to level 7 right now for Frez. That hurts.
You hate to see it. Oh, how?
Oh, caught between a rock and a hard place, but here
Yes,
comes the dragon
that's
over
lateral.
the side. That moment when your Thresh throws you the lantern, you weren't going to take it, but you feel like a like an idiot if you don't, so you go back to take it anyway,
Look at
and
that.
that's a lot of damage. Oh,
As Freako say it,
that
that's
is
a lot of damage. Rather,
tons of damage. Absolutely, and we're going to get the engage here. Barnacle Boy, pretty much the only one going in, but here comes the nice shockwave coming out here from Yule. Gonna find the one. The dragon is also going to go over to the side of Saints. They're trying to get out of here before the Galio comes back. He's gotten close.
Oh.
That's a huge taunt, actually. But Talb, big play, but nobody going down right now on the side of Carleton. So many low health bars. You're going to find one. Neverstory going down. There's still a duel in the top. How Frez even got that close with that level disadvantage is beyond me. And then here's another kill for Yule. The 2 carries on the side of St. Clair getting all the gold.
Frez actually stayed united Lazi so he could survive with the little HP that he had.
Fantastic.
He probably got suplexed by the set, and then he just got ran down.
Right, because you still get the shield even if it gets canceled, right?
Yes.
Okay. This one's confirmed. So yeah, sure. If it means losing your fight up top, or you're getting your carry some gold, that's a team player right there.
100%. But we're seeing a Carleton bot lane going into the mid lane.
Yeah, looking to possibly put some pressure on there. We don't have Dragon or Harald up for a little bit at least. I don't think they've used it yet. Or did they?
I think you're still behind me for some reason. What is your in-game timer?
12:30.
12:30. Wait, so we are on time.
Maybe I'm just looking at the wrong thing, missing some things. Hey, first match back.
I have the auto directed camera on.
Gotcha. Okay.
But Shyvana got 2 solo plays down the bot lane before they expired.
Okay.
So that's 320 gold into her pockets.
And gold overall right now, Carleton a little bit ahead, but like just barely over 1,000. But we have the engage. Ozzy getting taken down, instantly nuked by the dragon, and he's out of there.
They're looking for the last kill onto Barnacle Boy.
This is a terrifying sight, if I ever do say so myself here. The teleport's going to come in. This is a very low turret. They're going to try things out. They're going to trade hooks, and that's going to be the stopwatch. Going to stop this turret from doing anything. Frez is still pretty squishy. They're going to try something. No, Patalpa is going to go down. Teleport coming in as well. I think that's going to be set. There he is. Chasing down the Orianna. Yule is going to try and make the play. That shockwave did come in clutch. Now the duel
and
under
the
turret.
suplex.
That'll do it. That's some huge shutdown gold going over to Gus.
But Gus should be dead here. There's no way out for him.
Oh yeah, I guess you're kind of in a rock and a hard place here. Do you want the Graves or the Senna? It's going to the Senna. They're going to trade shutdown gold. And this keeps it within 1,000 here for St. Clair.
Very scrappy fight, or rather tire dive in the bot lane. But they even it out. Because I'm pretty sure that set had shutdown gold, did he? Yes, he did have shutdown gold. So that's 850 gold to the Senna.
That's exactly where you want it if you're St. Clair, either usually on the AD carry or the mid lane, right? So, perfect.
But I'm surprised to not see the Tear the Goddess or the Seraph's Embrace build from Orianna, as it is used in competitive play a lot. Oh,
hello, by blue buff, going for the 3v1, but actually here comes Galio. Trick getting low, but is getting a ton of shielding here. It's going to be a ton. And hello, Dragon.
Downtown.
Sniping with fireballs is the name of the game here for Shinong Shyvana. I think we're going to trade this out at 1 apiece.
Unfortunately, you'll miss the shockwave onto Thresh there by a slight margin.
Can definitely be a finicky ult to try and get
Oh,
down. There's a bit of an attempt at an outplay here from Lassie. He still has a ton of health to try and get through. Just too tanky right now.
got his flash force though from the set threatening to kill him. But now since we're in a little bit of a null state, we have both objectives spawning relatively soon. So the next Drake is indeed a Ocean Drake. So we're either gonna get a... Actually, no, it is Ocean Rift. I totally did not realize that it took two dragons. So it's gonna be Ocean Rift. So whoever gets this will be in prime position to win the game, because Ocean is one of the most powerful souls in the game.
That's in regards to mana, if I recall correctly, or something else?
Blue team's turret
Ocean Soul gives you health regen whenever you either take damage or deal damage, last time I checked.
And considering this squad on the side of Carleton is so beefy, that would be absolutely fantastic if they snagged that.
Soul for each team would be really good, but it would be very oppressive if the Saints got it. Because if you look at their team comp, their team comp is all based around team fighting instead of split pushing. Looks like
no,
Barnacle getting caught out.
Yeah, instantly gets jumped on. But that's a lot of abilities here. There's the Shockwave going to get two tanky members, but it's going to be about it. This could be a quick dragon.
Yule getting chunked though from Shinong. Can Trick steal the dragon?
Oh, he's going to try, but it's going to be secured by Neverstory. They're going to trade out a kill as well, but Yule's going to go down in the end. And hello, Shyvana. Fireball double.
Now they're just going to go to Rift Herald here.
Would be an extremely easy transition in theory. Just clean up some minions and fire it down mid.
It looks like Lazi's already ahead of the game on the Rift Herald, but Gus is on his way there.
And to be honest, he could probably defend that area all by himself. He's going to look to even possibly get a steal on this thing. Just this thing's already down to half HP.
No,
there it goes.
Saints do not have vision of the rest of Carleton, so they choose the safer option and let it go.
And you let go of Dragon, you let go 2 Heralds.
So that's 2 Rift Heralds to the side of Carleton University.
Yeah, that's just a lot of gold. That's a lot of additional tower damage. It's a lot of pressure.
We'll see a lot more damage with that Medjai's on Shyvana. We'll see how many stacks you can get it to.
It'd be absolutely incredible. 6 eliminations, no deaths. Quite the start here from Shinong.
Set and Shyvana carrying Carleton throughout the game, but I'd like to see if they can pick off Lazi or Yule in the upcoming team fights.
That's going to be the big, I guess, difference maker, right? I mean, even Trick's been getting some decent gold here from getting a bunch of eliminations, is on par with Yule and Lazi. But blow up Yule instantly, blow up Lazi instantly, and it is basically lost here from Saints, at least in my opinion.
But Shyvana is in prime position to fireball her way to victory for him and his team.
The fact that the E sniping bill is actually a thing is kind of funny.
Ooh, barely manages to dodge the hook.
Oh, here we go. This is a rough spot to try and be in. If you're the Saints, I think that's a lot of AoE damage, but this could be the chance for Yule to shine. But he's kind of zoned out to the right. There is a massive 3-player taunt. Trick going to try and kite his way out of this one. And then Shen,
massive
of course,
shockwave.
A little bit late to the party, but yes, that shockwave got himself a double.
Now it's just Yule by himself.
Oh, dear. Okay, they're going to probably pass this for now.
Has to flash.
The props to Yule there for at least taking 2 back by himself, basically.
But they're going to drop Rift in the mid lane and take the remaining tier 1 tower.
Shelly has responded and is coming to take the rest of this mid tower. Walking slowly, menacingly, and charges forward. Goodbye, tower. As this gold lead for Carleton just gets more and more brutal. So much damage here coming out from Carleton.
But 22 stacks on... Oh, almost canceled the recall.
Nearly got him.
But looking at the gold graphs here, everyone else is on the Shyvana and Set are ahead of their counterparts, but the rest of Carleton is behind. A couple thousand gold, maybe 3,000.
Gosh, I feel bad here for Frez, to be honest, because he is basically a paperweight. Not to be like completely brutal, but
he's a walking ward.
Yeah, he's been battered on for so long. He's got himself some assists, so he's been in the right place with some of these shields. Be able to get a little bit of gold off that, but not tanky enough to really make a superior difference. He's basically a taunt in a team fight. He's a taunt in a shield, and that's basically it. Just has no staying power because of how badly he got taken down on the during the laning phase. 8-0. Jesus.
Also, you gotta keep in fact that the Neasy large rod coming from the Shyvana, I can't help but think that's gonna be a death cap in conjunction with the
oh my goodness
with the max stacks on Medjas. How much AP does she have right now?
That is a
she
good
has
question.
389 ability power.
That's ridiculous.
So that's gonna be a very huge power spike once she gets her death cap completed.
Her ability where the flames surround her too, does that also scale off AP?
Yes. Her whirlwind of fire that goes around it, that's based off AP.
Yeah, so at least, dang, she even has a little bit of consistent damage too, eh? Holy smokes. I'm not used to seeing AP Shyvana, but I kind of want to steal this build right now.
The Saints choosing not to contest the third ocean.
Yeah, I don't think they could even really try. They weren't in position. They weren't not exactly in the spot to try and take a team fight either. So they get a turret for themselves, but that's
the map is just too dark for them. But now Carleton University at Soul Point.
Right.
So if they get this, then they're just gonna be a lot harder to kill for the side of Saints Gaming.
Right. The fourth dragon, like the soul, it's an additional like extra buff, correct?
Yes, it gives you health regeneration whenever you get hit. Last time I checked.
Gotcha. That's the same thing with the fourth dragon, because from what I understand, like it boosts the most it boosts the most dominant trait or something like that. Okay.
Are you talking about Infernal Drake?
Maybe, I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure Infernal Drake gives you Adaptive Force. And then the Infernal Soul gives you like an extra bit of little damage, like a damage proc.
Right.
Like a static shiv, kind of, but not really.
Mixing up my dragons and my souls over here.
But like Carleton's looking for a play in the top lane. But Trick in the brush. Oh.
Well, massive engage and actually barely surviving Shenong. Hanging on, and then Gus did end up winning that duel in the bot lane. Prez going down once again, even underneath the turret. That's going to be another tower down.
Just how Carleton are playing these fights, or rather initiating these fights, is just too much for how behind Saints is right now.
They just seem to find a flank every single fight, and it's just a lot to do with either like lack of warding, lack of vision, or just the reaction times aren't there at the moment.
I think it's just how much or how behind Prez and Trick are in terms of golden items.
Yeah, that definitely doesn't help, even if they do find themselves a fight that they can find even footing on with them being so behind. They're just not hitting or don't have the staying power like they should. And Baron buff now in play here for Carleton, looking to possibly seal the deal or at least take out a couple more turrets and maybe some inhibs at this point.
It looks like both ADCs have recently completed their Miramana upgrade from Manamune. So they'll be doing a little bit more damage. with every auto attack. But the death cap coming in from Shyvana, that is a lot of AP on that Shyvana.
Oh my goodness.
666 AP.
Oh
the
my.
devil's number.
Unbelievable. The demonic dragon has arrived.
The satanic dragon.
Yeah, see Carleton once again sneaking their way through the jungle, just warding before even looking to put any sort of pressure on. And just the fact that they're sitting there in the jungle is so scary. Like, I feel like they're here. I don't want to poke my head, but we have to get rid of wards. I need to kill minions. I need my camps, but I can't move.
They're not making effective use of Baron relatively well. Oh, Shyvana just ulting in the jungle for her. Okay.
That was unfortunate on their part. Just went straight into a wall with that. Tried to hop over. It would have been a perfect engage too. That would have been brutal, but did not have the space to clear it.
I think she only ulted like that to look for a long range poke. If I do,
just strictly for the fireball.
Yeah,
That'd have been impressive.
even I do it sometimes when I play Shyvana jungle.
On this bot side, looking rough. Frez, the only one able to try and defend up against Gus. If we know, we've seen time and time again here how many times Gus has been able to dominate that matchup. However, Saints are looking to possibly get something started here. We got Lassie kind of shrouding them in. There's going to be the flash, the hook. That's going to be Thresh getting taken down, pressured down to half HP. Flash with the ignite on him.
Dotting
Still
Shadow.
alive. Finally goes down. Lassie going to pick up a kill. We do have the flanks though.
Set on the flank.
Case just dives right in, slams down, and that's going to be Trick taken down. Barnacle Boy as well. Big Taunt's going to get the carries, and we see a lot of red bars on the side there. A lot of eliminations on the side of Carleton. Lassie, the only one to survive this ordeal, and it's not going to be for long. How much does a fireball do? Let's see it.
Too much damage.
Just too much damage. That is going to be the ace. We're going to probably have
Carleton's
ourselves a finish here.
Not looking for the Ocean Soul, they're going for the mid inhibitor instead. Looks like they're going to leave Shenong to solo Ocean Dragon.
Yeah, fair enough. They may be able to get a little bit of damage onto these center turrets as well. Maybe get one of them down before everyone starts spawning, because the only one alive right now is Barnacle Boy.
Here. They might get both here.
Yeah, they could just ignore Barnacle Boy at this point, and Trick, they can essentially just explode him, so this very well could be for the game. Barnacle Boy down to a quarter HP, Trick as well. The barely hanging on for dear life. Gus is on a tear. There goes Barnacle Boy, and he was finally taken down. Finally, at the 27-minute mark, Frez getting himself a kill and getting himself some revenge here onto Gus.
But this Shyvana, though, is on fire. 10-0, max stacks, and has a death cap.
So guess what's getting banned next game?
Definitely the Shyvana.
Absolutely. Putting on an absolute clinic as to how to make this build and make this champion work. Always good to see. I know it's Carleton. I'm saying, like, it's good to see it. I like to learn new strats and whatnot from these guys, too. It's good to see some interesting plays. This is a best of 3. We can still see our Saints come back, of course. I mean, this one still isn't technically done either. We've seen crazier things happen.
100%. Oh, no, 100%.
If this was my solo queue promo game, this would be a throw for sure.
That is a straight voice staff coming from Shenong on the Shyvana.
No.
So he's going to be dealing true damage to Saints Gaming.
Oh my god. Low key, can everybody just stack up real quick and just see how much it does to the entire team?
Yula and Lazi don't have magic resist, so they'll be getting true damage from that fireball if it ever hits them.
I don't think she's so powerful at this point. Even a little bit of magic resistance probably ain't going to help you at this point.
Oh no, has way too much AP.
Insta buy Guardian Angel. That's the only way to live.
I don't think that would even help them.
Nope, not in the slightest. Like, okay, I'll just wait for you and do it again.
Looks like Saints are looking for a possible team fight.
I mean, this could be a 5v3 and Neverstory nearly getting out of position. It's a good amount of damage, but all these heals and support items are going to come out and keep them topped off for the most part.
But Saints still have to deal with Gus in the bot lane, though. Split pushing.
Yeah, who wants to deal with this set? Gonna be
Oh, Shenong on the flank.
Yeah, coming around from behind. Saints spotted, though, so they're going to run back into base. Not going to get engaged on, not this time.
Baron is up for grabs right now. Looks like Carleton will be there first. They should melt this with how much damage that Shyvana does.
Absolutely.
The Saints just trying to get whatever they can in the jungle. Looks like they're going to go for a pick in the bot lane on Gus.
I mean, I feel like they're going to need more than 2 at this point. They're going to try and burn the teleport for it, make it a 3-on-1. Gus is probably going to go down in this one.
Oh.
Going to pop the ulti. Actually,
my.
Huge shield is going to make things difficult. He nearly brought that back to trade 1-for-1. I think he is going to finally go down. They're even going to burn the shockwave for this. They're burning everything. And he manages to get Yule out of this. Gus is on an absolute tear. How is he surviving? Prez finally going to get the kill, but it's too late. This fight has taken too long, and Shyvana is here, and the rest of the cavalry is coming.
Oh, looks like Prez will be sacrificing himself.
They straight up didn't even bother. Just, oh, okay, I guess I'll fire a fireball at you. And then in the top, don't forget about Never Story. He's had a quiet game.
Oh, he barely makes it. By the skin of his teeth, he gets out with the teleport.
Hey,
it looks like this might be game for Carleton. They have an exposed Nexus.
Yeah, no turrets. It's just up to Lazi, and good luck trying to defend versus 4. As strong as a player as he is, this is an impossible task. Galio coming up to save, and sure enough, that's going to be game number 1. Going over to the side of Carleton in a relatively convincing fashion. Well played to them, and props to Shenong on that 12 elimination, 0 death game. Fantastically done.
It was mainly his solo laners that actually enabled him to go 12-0 like that.
Oh, for sure.
Because
we saw him up top quite frequently, too, as well. I mean, if Gus was doing well, and Shenong was also part of the party. And then what were you going to say? Sorry.
They just did a great job of just keeping the Saint solo laners under their tower and giving Shenong free reign into the topside jungle.
Just looking at these items again on Shenong, oh my goodness. I think we're going to take ourselves a 3 to 5 minute break in between games. We'll let you hop back in and discuss some strategy with the squad. And we'll be back for game number 2 of our best of 3 between St. Clair College and Carleton University. Stay tuned.